Guys, please come closer. I want to show you and to explain something and to show you. First of all, before we deal with the actual site, look around you. Once again, the name of this valley is Jezreel Valley. This is a valley which separates between one geographical unit that we drove most of the day up to now, that would be the coastal plain of Israel. And past this valley you start to see hills. Can you see the hills?
Yeah.
So that would be the hills of the district of Lower Galilee. We have Upper Galilee and Lower Galilee. Tomorrow we're going to be in the upper, more hilly district or area, Upper Galilee. And nowadays, meaning today, you're going to be in our next, towards the end of the day, we're going to be driving through those hills inside the district of Galilee Mountains. Now, in fact, you wouldn't believe it, but I'm aiming my hand towards the exact location of the city of Nazareth. If you look carefully, it's in the haze on top of the hills. Beyond the valley, you'll see buildings. You can see a very densely populated, crowded city. So that would be the largest Arab city in Israel. That would be modern city of Nazareth. And in the heart of it lies the ancient religious relics or the ancient ruins of Nazareth from that time. Okay, we're gonna visit Nazareth later on in the progress. So just to give you some idea where we are. Now, this is Armageddon, okay? In the Bible, in the Old Testament Bible, they relate to this place as Megiddo. And Megiddo was conquered by ancient Judean kings, okay? King Solomon, King David, they took it from the Canaanite people. If you read the Old Testament, they mention all the time skirmishes and clashes between the Canaanite people who lived here and the Israelites, the tribes and then their kings that came, you know, from Egypt, according to the account. And eventually Megiddo was taken from the Canaanites. So why do I mention that? Because this is a gate, an original gate that was excavated, okay? And we know that this gate belongs to the Canaanite period. Now, Canaanite period means some 3,000 years before our time. So we can see the method was to collect field stones, to create a wall. This is the gate. You're standing on the original gate from which people used to move in and out from the city. And where those people stand, that would be another gate that stands from the time of the Israelites, okay? The days of the Old Testament Bible, okay? Some 2,800 years ago. So it's kind of interesting to see, and you can see the layout. You can see there is one layer that belongs to the Canaanite period with their specific special style and design of their concept of building a fortified city. On top, you can see already a new trend or a new type of design that is typical to sites from the Old Testament time, from the time of the settlements of the Israelite tribes. And they're different. And that's how they can tell this belonged to this time, that belonged to that time. They can tell by coins they find on the floor. When they excavate, they can tell by the method of bury your dead people that you sometimes find graves. They can tell by the method of constructing walls. There are all kinds of technologies and techniques to tell which layer of ruins belongs to which time. Now, Megiddo is a multi-layer site. If I demonstrate for you the layer that belongs to the Canaanite period, and upstairs you can see remains from the time of King Solomon, which stands for the Israelite historical period. So I'll tell you that in Armageddon they found up to 25 different layers in stratigraphy, okay, being laid down perfectly one on top of the other till they formed a big artificial mount. We're gonna climb this mount. That's where Peter will talk to you at the mountain peak of this mount, which is artificial, okay? It was formed in the course of some 5,000 years of history. People kept coming back to this place, conquer it. But when you conquer, you destroy the walls of your enemies, true? You settle down yourself, you built over the ruins your own version of Megiddo, being conquered within a century, destroyed, and being built again and again and again. So gradually, if the you see, the area was leveled. It was a valley. So how could it be that suddenly you have here a mount? Because of this procedure, because of this process that kind of repeats itself. Now, we call it in English tel. T-L, it comes from Arabic and Hebrew. Tel means an artificial hill that will include inside archaeological remains. Okay, different from natural hills. We have up to 300 mounds like that in Israel. That if you dig inside of them, you will find for sure archaeological remains. Okay, but that's allowed only to archaeologists, not to us, by law. Okay, of course we have robbers and antiquities bandits, and I can guarantee that most of the stuff you'll see in Jerusalem in those shops, in the marketplace, as the regional rare archaeological founds, you double check, okay? You listen to me, you double check. Most of them are faked or stolen. And that can be a big problem, okay? Any questions up to now? So you're walking, okay, in the footsteps of the Canaanite kings entering their city. Let's go to the biblical gate.
What's archeological?
Well,
Like God.
You're walking up through these gates, see where it leads.